House home, it is a building to live in. It is a particular house in which one is living. This house is made of brick and stone. You should go home now. Cause reason, cause produces the result. Reason explains or justifies a cause. The scientists have not been able to tell the cause of the earthquake. You have good reason for going to the court. Air, wind. Air is what we breathe. Wind is what makes the leaves of the trees move. Water and air sustain life. Everyone longs for a cool wind in summer. Men people, the plural of man. It is used in ordinary sense persons only meant to character and can make a nation great. Most of the people are superstitious. Man, gentleman, used in ordinary sense. Man of character. The man in the red dress is my cousin, Mr. Sohanlal is the gentleman. Cost price, customer, client, shadow, ground floor, amount paid by the shopkeeper, amount paid by the customer, a buyer of goods, one who avails oneself of services, a place shelter from the sun, the shadow of a distinct from or object. It is outside the house, it is a part of the room. The cost of production in every field have gone up. What is the price of this pen? Gandhi used to say that a customer is like a god for a shopkeeper. That lawyer has plenty of clients. The people tree make a nice shadow. The lion saw its shadow in the water and rode at it. The ground was slippery. I saw my books lying on the floor. Rule number 109. Consider these errors. I am an English teacher, incorrect. He is a mathematics teacher, incorrect. All his family members were going to the temple, incorrect. In the first temple, English teacher denote teacher from England. In the second case, mathematics teacher denote teacher made up of mathematics. And in the third example, family members denote members made up of family. Thus, all these sentences are not meaningful. To correct them, we may rewrite this sentence in the following ways. I am a teacher of English, correct. He is a teacher of mathematics, correct. All the members of his family are going to the temple, correct. Note, there is no such words pickpocketer, cousin brother, cousin sister, etc. We use pickpocket and cousin to mean the same. Some important points: brother or sister never follows cousin. Boarding is wrong. It should be boarding house. Poor people is wrong. It should be the poor. Signature should be used in place of the abbreviation sig sign. Food taken once is meal and not meals. Meals means both lunch and dinner, and we cannot take them together. Alphabet is generally used in the singular sense, but it can also be used in the plural sense when different languages are referred to at the same time. Innings is no word. The actual word is innings and is always used in the singular sense. English teacher is wrong. It should be the teacher of English. Agenda is not used in English. Agenda, program of a meeting, is stated as singular in English. Mankind is not used in the plural sense. Room is a compartment or on a bench, etc. means unoccupied seat. Witness means knowledge brought in proof. Evidence denotes means of providing an unknown or disputed fact. Family members is a slang used. The correct form is members of the family. Good night is a parting salutation, but good evening is a meeting salutation. From evening till midnight. Wage, when used in the singular form, means punishment, but when used in the plural sense, it means charges for the labor. The use of double positive should be avoided. It is better to write the son of my uncle's friend than my uncle's friend's son. Rule number 110. Use of positive adjective. Positive adjectives refer to words which modify a noun by showing a form of possession or a sense of belonging to a particular person or thing. Table of positive adjectives and positive pronouns. Examples: everyone should do one's duty, incorrect. Everyone should do his duty, correct. One should do his duty, incorrect. One should do one's duty, incorrect. Correct. In the above example, it is to be noted that words like once and his are not used as positive pronouns. These are positive adjectives as they are describing the nouns duty respectively. We use once only when the subject is one and if the subject is every, each, etc. We use his or her accordingly. Every girl should do her duty. In the above example, gender is clearly mentioned in such cases. We use her, and when gender is not clear, we give the priority to his. Rule number 11, 111. Use of fewer and less. Fewer is used with countable subject. Less is used with uncountable subject. Example: no less than 50 students completed the work, incorrect. No fewer than 50 students completed the work, correct. There is no fewer than 5 liters of water in the vessel, incorrect. There is no less than 5 liters of water in the vessel, correct. Rule number 112. Difference between elder and older. In a sentence, elder is used for someone who is in our family. Older is used for someone who is not in family. Examples: A friend of mine in my company is elder than me. Incorrect. A friend of mine in my company is older than me. Correct. The eldest son of King John Henry was 9 when his father died. Correct. No difference between latter and latter. We use latter when referring to time, when we use latter when referring to the second of two persons of or things mentioned previously. Example: Bran said that he would call me later. There are two kinds of worries: those you can do something about and those you cannot. Don't spend any time on the latter. Difference between further and further in a sentence: further is used for more distance object, further is used for extra or additional distance. Example: Villagers saw a temple on the further side of the river. Suman has appealed in the High Court for further judgment. Difference between nearest and next. In a sentence, nearest is used for space or distance, next is used for in order or position. Example: Delhi railway station is nearest to my house. Mr. Gupta lives in the next house. Difference between latest and last. In a sentence, latest is used word opposite to earliest. It denotes time. Last is word opposite to first and it denotes order or position. Example: She is the last girl to stay in the office. What is the latest news today? Difference between less and fewer. In a sentence, less is used to denote quantity and is used as singular uncountable noun. Fewer is used to denote number and is used as plural countable noun. Example: He has less money than I. Correct. He has fewer money than I. Incorrect. Money is an uncountable noun. Notes and coins are countable nouns. Difference between less and lesser. In a sentence, less is used to denote something smaller in size. Measurement, duration, number, etc. Lesser is used to denote something not so great as the other one. Examples: Math is less difficult than English. She agreed to plead guilty to a lesser charge. Rule number 113: While making comparison, it is necessary to look at the things being compared. Examples: The weather of Delhi is far better than Mumbai. Incorrect. The weather of Delhi is far better than the weather of Mumbai. Correct. The weather of Delhi is far better than that of Mumbai. Correct. In the above example, the first sentence is incorrect as we are comparing the other weather of Delhi with Mumbai. The comparison should be made on common grounds. In this case, it should be compared with the weather of Mumbai instead of Mumbai. The apples of Simla are tastier than Uti. Incorrect. The apple of Simla are tastier than those of Uti. Correct. Rule number 114: The words one of the, either of, neither of, and each of are always followed by plural nouns. Example: One of the student was selected to visit NASA. Incorrect. One of the student was selected to visit NASA. Correct. A person can turn on either of the light bulb. Incorrect. A person can turn on either of the light bulbs. Correct. Do you go to each of the meetings? Correct. Rule number 115: When but except or between are used as preposition, it must followed by the objective case of pronoun me, him, her, you, us, them, etc., and not the subjective case I, he, she, you, we, they, etc. Example: There is friendship between you and I. Incorrect. There is friendship between you and me. Correct. All but he are going to the party. Incorrect. All but him are going to the party. Correct. Let he do the work. Incorrect. Let is a verb and we use objective case after a verb. Let him do the work. Correct. All except him are going to the party. Correct. Rule number 116: Whenever we use the pseudo subject in a sentence, the pronoun following the pseudo subject should always be in subjective case and not in objective case. Example: It is him who should be blamed. Incorrect. It is he who should be blamed. Correct. Pseudo subject takes the place of subject but cannot perform the role of subject. The subject is the combination of syntax, study of structure, and semantics, study of meaning. Pseudo subject can only fulfill the requirement of syntax. As pseudo subject semantically fails, it is called pseudo subject. Example: It is a lovely day. Correct. It is us who have defeated the champion. Incorrect. It is we who have defeated the champion. Correct. It is me who am guilty. Incorrect. It is I who am guilty. Correct. Here subject is day, so it, which works as an introductory subject, is a pseudo subject. Rule number 117: When we use the word such as a determiner, we will only use as its character. Else should be followed by but, other, and otherwise are followed by then. He is such a person that you mention. Incorrect. He is such a person as you mention. Correct. Such a book as this is referred by a teacher. Correct. They want nothing else but to have their honor and dignity. Correct. It was nothing else but sheer madness. Correct. Rule number 118: While showing possession with a plural noun, we should make sure that we do not put apostrophe in such a way that it creates a hissing sound. In English words, creating a hissing sound that avoided excessive else's is grammatically correct in spite of the hissing sound. Example: Government girls school. Incorrect. Government girls school. Correct. In the first case girls is incorrect as it creates the hissing sound. It should be rewritten as girls. Some more example: Jesus sake for peace, sake resident welfare association, Pythagoras theorem for goodness sake, for justice sake. Rule number 1 we never use apostrophe with pronoun to show possession. It is only used with nouns. Example: yours friendly incorrect, yours friendly correct. The kids are yours and mine correct. We shall finally have what is rightfully ours correct. The ring is hers correct. The bag is theirs correct. Their mother gets along well with yours correct. Rule number 120: there are certain words which are never followed by noun. These are afraid, asleep, due, ready, unready, unable, alike, ever, glad, sorry, well, alone, ill, sure, or seated. Example: we were unable to contact him at the time. The army is said to be ready for action. I am glad to know the parcel arrived safely. He likes being alone in the house. Your painting has come out really well. He has proved his worth to the team.